Cameroon was one of the earliest countries to commit to the Education Plus initiative. Co-led by 5 United Nations agencies, the initiative is in response to the alarming numbers of adolescent girls and young women acquiring HIV and dying from AIDS in sub-Saharan Africa. Pertulla Ezigha is among the thousands of young people taking part in the co-creation of the initiative together with the government and the United Nations in Cameroon.
First, as a survivor of abuse, I did not know how to speak up, but I learned how to speak up with time. Being intimidated, and at some point I knew that if I don't get to talk, then they will keep making things and I'll just be accepting the processes. So being here, I know that I can contribute a lot to this process. Being a young woman myself, 25, I understand what all this is about and what we can gain from this initiative.
Voices and lived realities of young women like Pertulla must count for policies to deliver change.
I'm seeing my story like a platform that I am transforming so that other girls can stand up for themselves, like being repeatedly raped from the age of 8 and then unable to finish my master's program because of sexual harassment in the university. I really understand what we are going through.
Cameroon government supports the initiative to increase investment and strengthen gender-responsive policies and actions for the empowerment of adolescent girls and young women. Education Plus calls for participation of marginalized and disadvantaged girls and young women in all their diversities.
We mobilized young people in their diversity because I'm always talking about intersectionality, not just bundling the term girls and putting every girl in it, but looking at, okay, are they indigenous girls here who can represent for themselves? Are they young people living with HIV here? Are they just looking at that?
Guaranteeing education rights for all girls and boys, ensuring violence-free environments, sexuality education, sexual and reproduction health services and information are key to ending AIDS as a public health threat by 2030.